Alright, today I will be talking about the underlying differences of Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Facebook is what started it all? No, I don't think so. MySpace started it all. I remember creating my Facebook account back in 2008, and I did it secretly and without my parents' permission. I recently creeped on myself and saw all the things that I used to post, and it was pretty embarrassing to see what I did back in 7th grade and what I posted, such as my pictures, and I talked a lot about my personal life, and it was terrible. I was embarrassed. I also used to play games like Sorority Life and Celebrity Life and Candy Crush, and I think that's also something really embarrassing. But I've also seen throughout the years how much I've changed, and I saw what I posted had changed too. So today I post a lot more about articles and videos and what I think. And it's changed. The time and era of Facebook has changed. I don't only post on Facebook, but I also post on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest. But today I'll be solely talking about Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are the most common social media outlets today that have made us feel jealous or a certain way, or have led us to spend some unnecessary time on the internet, and maybe have led us to creep on our friends more than we need to. It's changed my generation for sure. I think that I am able to speak about this because I recently changed my major to public relations, and that involves a lot of social media and a lot of internet and involvement and exposure to the internet. So I've had experience with social media and how that works and how to use it. Interpersonal feelings that social media creates, the time that we spend on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and the problem with privacy when active on social media affects us more than we know. Feelings. So Facebook is used for updates on our daily lives, such as pictures, videos, article sharing. It's a way of perceiving our lifestyle, as I like to say it. As Jessica Winters stated in her article, Selfie Loathing, viewing your profile can increase your self-esteem, but it lowers your ability to ace a serial subtraction task. So that means it lowers your productivity level. On Twitter, you seem to want to communicate with the community. It's more community-based. Moses Ma, Understanding the Psychology of Twitter article, he stated, Twitter aims primarily at social needs, like those for belonging, love, affection, relationships, as romance, attachments, and families help fulfill needs for companionship and acceptance. So that has a lot to do with Maslow's hierarchy needs, social needs. And the way that works is it's a pyramid, and on the bottom of the pyramid is your basic needs, such as your sleep, water, and shelter. And it works its way up to wanting to build, relationships based on love, intimacy, which then creates self-esteem, which is something that we all have to build up to eventually when we grow up. On Instagram, it's mainly image-based, so what we see there is people liking your pictures. You post pictures of what you do on your free time, and it creates a cycle of either you posting and liking pictures, and it also creates a cycle of wanting to one-up a person. Hannah Nova said, a way to compensate is to self-present with even better photos, and then your friends see your photos and post even better photos, and so on. Self-promotion triggers. So you kind of want to perceive yourself as someone better. Wanting to belong seems to be a reoccurring feeling in social media, but the time you spend on focusing into belonging is the next point I will speak about today. In a study conducted by Jenna Roy at Carleton University, she had the opportunity to survey, interview, and experiment students on how Facebook interfered with their time. Thoughts and statements that came back were, I want to give up social opportunity to use Facebook, but I will always have a craving and urges to check it after at a night out like an addiction. I have even taken time away from hanging out with friends to go check my account, and it's always in the back of my mind. At first, with Facebook, you can spend hours on it, but eventually you rarely know that you are really wasting your time. It is a real problem if you don't. And for Twitter, the approval of others is something that affects how you're viewed on Twitter. So it affects a lot of your time and what you say and what you reflect on Twitter. Twitter is known for the killing app for killing time, as Moses Moss stated. For Instagram, editing your photos, putting filters takes time. Looking at people's profiles also wastes time. You know, you spend hours maybe just looking at other people's profiles. As for the time spent looking through someone's profile and how much a person goes through, it brings the question, are you stepping past the boundary lines of stalkerism? Which brings me to my next point, privacy. Alright, so Facebook is known for perceiving your lifestyle. Jobs and colleges and organizations such as a sorority would be able to go and look at what you post. And that has a lot to do with affecting the view that you have on yourself. Anybody can have access to your profile if it's not on private or if you have certain settings set up to it. If you don't know someone and Facebook is telling you that your interests in common, then you always can see their profile as a list of icebreakers. So if you see someone with the same interests, you can easily say, oh, hey, if you don't know them, I know, do you like this and that? And then you secretly tell them, or you secretly know that you went and Facebook stalked them a little bit. Alright, so Twitter also is used for marketing, it's used for advertising, there's 200 marketing gurus today that help you create a Twitter profile that's good enough to advertise and market companies, market, reflections and things such as that. As that does affect a lot of celebrities today. They have a lot of problems with keeping their thoughts to themselves, and which comes to the next point of freedom of speech. As we all know, the First Amendment, freedom of speech, we know that a lot can, what the things we say can affect and come back to us if we say it correctly or incorrectly. In contrast to the protection of offline speech, people have been personalized for exercising their rights of expression on Facebook or other social networks. So an example of that would be Caitlyn Jenner and how she's been supported by a lot of celebrities and what they think about her. And Instagram, well, Instagram is a lot of voyeur. It's a lot of people looking at your profile without your permission, and that's just something that you have to accept when joining Instagram. There is a connection between these social networks and the impacts of society, and that's how people are able to connect with the world 24/7. In conclusion, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are ways we as the people of society are able to learn about the people around us easily, but they are also ways we learn about ourselves. Have you ever thought that today's social media profiles are the ponds in which our generation view their narcissistic reflection in. Thank you.